And that's how we started seeing the platform scale up very, very rapidly, which is what has happened in the last 3.5 years.
As you started to take this platform to many other agents, what were the typical barriers of adoption that you had to overcome from the agent community?
India is a low trust economy. When you go to the small cities and towns, which is where large part of our users come, trust becomes a first challenge. Why would they believe in a company that they've never heard of and build a long-term relationship with that company? And in our case, we were essentially competing with large brands that they already knew. And it was, there was no shortcut there. We had to demonstrate our approach towards the business, and we got lucky in certain areas where some markets we did very well for some of the power users. They started spreading the message, and we started getting a high number of references. On the other side, we also had insurance carriers, and they were these large companies with whom we had to integrate, and these companies would move slow, and we had to really solve for that because the insurance companies have legacy systems, and we need to do API integrations with them. And that was one of the big surprises that we had, because when we started off, we had not really at all envisaged that this could be such a big problem, the slow moving insurance companies. As we started working very closely with them, we saw that some of the companies were better in their tech stack, and we were able to work better with them. So we prioritized some of the insurance companies. We did not on day one say that we would want all of them and we will integrate fully and only then we would launch. We created some sort of a minimum viable solution on the insurance company side, and then we launched for our agent distributors. So in conclusion, what I would say is that we need to first get a set of power users or influencers who become your brand ambassadors and start spreading the word about your product. In order to establish that trust, having some of the large brands as a part of your offering also helps in addressing that.
Because you were trying to change the behavior across such a diverse cross-section of agents, right? Which were varied in languages, education, skills, their experience in the insurance industry. Some would be freshers, some would have worked for decades. Did it have any implication on how you went about designing the product for this community?
Our approach, like I was saying earlier, when we started off, we had created a transaction platform. The transaction platform reflected a consumer platform, and we focused on building that. But as we started getting these users, and we had sort of we were very close to some of the early users, and we would get real-time feedback in terms of what they were thinking about the product while they were using. But there were some areas where they were not very happy about, and they wanted us to improve. So the platform was very iterative in the sense that we were incrementally solving for some of the use cases as we received feedback from our users. The platform transformed completely. Our product moved from being a transaction platform to today what I call a knowledge platform. The users were like, while we thought that transaction is what we need to enable, as we expanded the user base, we realized that there are different users with different needs. For a fresher, we are helping him gain knowledge, and hence the platform has to provide for that kind of knowledge. That's also, we have a product called Turtlemint Academy, where we have created state-of-the-art training, I would say the best in the insurance industry, where we have created video plus animation-based training programs for anybody who is a fresher, and he can go through that training program, learn and understand insurance, and start actively selling insurance, even if you have zero background in the insurance industry. In a way, I think solving for platform based on the feedback that you get on a regular basis is what helped. Also, we need to be very clear about what you prioritize, because like I was saying that we had a transaction platform and that enabled some consumers to also buy a policy on the platform. There was a point in time when we realized that there were two different problems that we were solving for. And these were conflicting problems. So we had to really align the entire organization towards the problem and not vertically. After that is what I would say the platform took off. Then it became a no-brainer in terms of what we wanted to solve in the product. And that's how we started seeing the platform scale up very, very rapidly, which is what has happened in the last 3.5 years.
Thanks for watching, all of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe this channel for such content and founder insights. And do let us know what you think of this video in the comments below.